Well, y'all, we got the car cut up. We got cab sitting in place. Obviously, it's just leaned back right now as I'm working on fitting it, getting all the pieces put into place where I want it. And I lower the cab up and down just to make sure there's no interference. All this will be cleaned up. This is very rough right now. What I'm doing is putting panels in, boxing in where the wiring holes are so no water gets into it, filling in all these little holes right here, everywhere where you got to cut and channel to make room for these legs to fit. I go back then and I fill it all in, make all these little template pieces here. So, you know, obviously no air, no water can get through it. And then you'll box in the front also. That's what's being done here on this side. Here, you'll have this big old box hump right here. That is literally, it is just an open void on the inside, okay? What I do, since I've been asked for the wipers, and I didn't record it, which I'm sure I did, but I think the video got lost. So I said I'd make sure to show y'all on this one. I cut this piece out all in one piece, and then I actually kind of ripped the metal back in half. And then you're able to take it and kind of flip it around. This was actually up here like this. It stuck out. Oh, apologize, y'all. Y'all normally see my son helping me, but he's at work. So this piece normally sticks up here like this, right? And it sticks pretty far out there, so you can't run wipers. Well, once you cut it, you can literally flip it around. Like I said, you cut it and you'll rip that piece in half. Then you're able to take it, trim it down, and this piece welds pretty much right back in there. Make another filler piece right here. And this was the bottom piece. And then all you do is you take it and flip it also and use these as templates, and it fits right back up in there. Right now it looks rough and you're kind of going, what the heck is this guy even talking about? You see that hole, right? So once you do this, it'll come in like this and then come up. So you'll have a nice box in, all this gets restructured in, and then the wipers are able to fit right here, y'all, all the way across. And the wipers are able to move. So once it's built, I will show y'all the finished product. I'm just into that cutting stage and kind of wanted to show you where you cut. There's nothing timid about it. Like I said, it's a big cavity, and all you're doing is you're going to take it from here and you're going to weld it into here, and you're going to take this piece and run it down. So you're just making an L channel all the way across, and those wiper arms are able to move. Here is the interference of the wiper arms. Here would be the right one, there's the middle, and then the left one's over there. That's where they make contact, and it's just easier to make the whole entire channel. Sorry for rambling. And here is the other side, and this is just rough, y'all. We seam seal all of it, go back over it. This gets boxed in right here when the cab is on, so they can draw the air in like it's supposed to. But all these have holes. This hole will get plugged. There's a hole down there that gets plugged. I make channel here, and then I make another box here, so all this is restructured, and you know, there's no weak points. It's just a lot of cutting, trimming, and putting it in place. I'm gonna show you on this Crown Vic over here what I'm talking about, this middle section. Well, unfortunately, you can't see it because all the plastic's there. But where these wiper arms are, that's the middle section I cut out. Because once you put these truck cabs on, they sit on top there, and you're no longer able to use the wipers. It's a big ordeal. People try to figure out ways of doing it, and this is the way I've done it. You just cut that out, channel it, and make room for them wiper arms. Like I said, it's just a big open void there, wasted space. And when you put it back together and you make that L channel, you're able to utilize all that area for the wiper arms, and you know, you're strengthening it back up by putting those L channel in. All right, y'all. Well, since Florida decided to rain on me here just for a second, it reminded me to go ahead and stop and record. So what we got going on right now is, after you cut all this out, you want to go back in and, you know, fill in all the holes. So all that's been done. It's been welded. The gray stuff is the seam sealer right now. I go back and probably put another coat or two over it. And right here is, normally from here to right at this cut line right here, there's a bump. That's where your wipers go for the most part, right here. So what we do is, since I've been asked about wipers, what do y'all do for wipers? What's your remedy for wipers? You cut this out. I'll have a picture or another clip of it I'll add into here so you can see it. But you cut this out. So this box, you cut this out, and this is all open. It's just a kind of just a wasted space. But once you cut that out, you can take your wiper arms, and I'm doing this one hand here. That's just rough. I mean, obviously it ain't right, but they will fit in there, and it gives them the room to move once everything's in place. But that's how it is. Once the cab goes down and the original mounts right there, they line up to be about right here, y'all. Right where it interferes with this hump. So once you cut that out and you channel it back in, is you have to put these pieces in, because it's open back here, and you have to put this piece in. Again, I have pictures and some videos I'll put in here also. But you got to remake all this all the way across, and it gives it plenty of room for these wipers to sit in here once they're bolted up to move. And you can run the Crown Vic wiper motor if you want. You just got to remount it up here, or you can go get you a smaller wiper motor, and then you're able to mount it in here, and it'll use the linkage and move it. Again, your wiper wiring is right there. So once all that's done, you're good. That's all I did is I cut that out, welded it, and seam sealed it right now. We still got to fill in all these holes over here, and these are the holes I'm talking about, because you got to notch all this stuff out to get this down. Well, you don't want to leave it that way. So you're gonna make your little patch panels for all this stuff, you know, so it puts the structure back into the car. But again, you see the cut mark here, and this is where I cut it from. It comes all the way down like this. So you notch all that out. I mean, that gives you real estate for days. And then this piece comes off, obviously, and then you weld your other plates into here up to the truck, right? And then in the middle, leave your access panel to get to the linkage, right where the motor will be. And it's all functional. This is just rough to show y'all kind of what we do. And there'll be more details into it, but that's that right there. Wasn't expecting the rain, so it kind of caught me off guard, but gave me time to show y'all this. And I'm sorry for rambling, y'all. I don't really know how to put it to words what I do. I just kind of see something and like figured it out as I went. Like I said, we welded it into here, made the lip, welded it on the inside, and then I left enough lip that I folded it down and ran that bead across this part of the dash and here, so it's all strong. Now everything's tied back in together. The dash is tied into this panel's tied into this panel, this panel's tied into this panel. There's bracing that goes across. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 braces that go across, you know, so everything's strong. And I should have recorded it better. I apologize. Again, y'all, we're still learning. I'm not doing this to be famous or do anything. I'm just doing it to put some information out there. I apologize for rambling again, but this is where we stand. All right, y'all. We appreciate you. I'll let you later.
I'm at Hollow Boys Garage. I know it's been quite a long minute since we posted anything out. That is, unfortunately, I spent money, good money, on a GoPro Hero 9 and was trying to use that for recording. And I was using my phone too, but then I was taking everything off the phone from the camera onto my laptop, trying to edit it, and I lost everything. And so now I'm just kind of giving y'all an update. Some stuff's been done, and I apologize that I don't have any of the footage anymore. I'm trying to figure it out as we go, but I lost everything. Files got corrupted, and then the SD card was saying, you know, error, format, something. I'm new to this, y'all. Like I said before, just trying to figure it out. So we're back to the phone. Everything we have done, all the footage is gone. Can't locate it or whatever, salvage it, whatever the technical term is. But give you a walk around of the truck as it stands right now. It's been actually quite a bit done that, you know, visually won't seem, but we have figured out, as everybody has been asking about the wipers. We have figured that out, so I'll try to explain it the best I can and show y'all. So here we are with core support on, pardon me on that. We're currently working on that right now. We done got the sides welded in, the whole underside welded. You know, you got your box support here. It goes from the cab to the floor of the Vic. All that's done. The side pieces are up, the cap plates. The piece that goes across the dash all the way across there, that is going to remain a hole. I'm going to have an access panel there that you'll unbolt and get to the wiper linkage if you would ever need it. And the wiper linkage is in there. Hasn't been forgotten. There it is. And there it is. So, we done got the back all welded in. Like I said, both sides are done. Ain't nothing done to the back. It's just this cab is taking a little bit longer than normal. The biggest reason was making sure we had room for the wipers. And the only way to make sure of that is it's a lot of fabrication. So, if you'll notice, right there is a wiper motor. So on these Crown Vics, your wipers run across right here. And I'm going to show you all that on another car real quick. Crown Vic. So your wiper runs across here, okay? And then when you remove all this stuff off the Crown Vic, there is a box area that comes from here down and, you know, out. This is a big hump on the Crown Vics. So what you do is once all this is removed, you have to, like I said, I wish I had the dang video, y'all, and I apologize, but you have to cut this hump out. And underneath this hump, like this is the plastic piece here, y'all. Underneath this metal piece, there's a hump, and it's all open underneath there. So once you cut this out, you'll just rebox it back in. Instead of it being like this, and this is pretty much the shape of it, it takes up this much room. You'll take it, box it all the way down, and come across, and then you will channel out from here all the way to that other wiper. All this will remain open, and I'm going to try to show y'all on this that right here is that hump. I mean, it comes all the way up to the cow of this, and all the way down to right here, okay? You have to cut all that out and then build you a back support right back there, and then you can have the wiper linkage all in there. The wipers move freely. If I had the battery in it, I would show you, and I will show you, don't get me wrong. But like I said, you have to cut all of this area out, and then the wiper linkage is right here, and then it rotates like it's supposed to, and then as you see, there's the wipers. The wipers will move up and down. Again, y'all, I know y'all we're really hoping to have a video on this, and me just explaining it isn't the best, but it's the best thing I could do right now. And if y'all have questions and you're in the middle of working on one and you want your wipers, reach out to me, man. I can work with you probably better, you know, maybe on the phone, FaceTime or something, and I can tell you and show you exactly where to cut, you know, and what you need to do. Unfortunately, me trying to be fancy and upgrade a camera, it just didn't work. Put me in a bind. So I'm back to the phone, y'all. And but we'll catch you up on the next one once we get a little bit further along. Oh, hold on, my son's reminding me real quick. The course port on here, it's a 72. I think it's like 72 all the way down, maybe 73. Yeah. You have to push the radiator back. It gets too far into the grill and all that. So you will come in, you'll unbolt your radiator support, and then you'll literally push it back to the next bolt. I'll have them show you kind of.
Just like that.
Yeah. And you're moving it to this one here. You ain't got to worry about it. There's still enough support here once you use this. We're going to use this bolt for something else. It's that piece down there. It's going to come up to here. We're going to fab it up, and it's going to come into here, and that's going to be our support. But I'll catch you up here on the next video. I'm going to put this one out so where at least y'all have some content. I appreciate y'all being patient. And again, I apologize for, you know, losing all that video, all that footage. Because, man, it sucks. I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, inside there, we had to cut and fabricate to make all that work. And they work. All right, y'all. We appreciate you. We'll holler at you. Well, all right, y'all. We'll give you all a little update. We're going to do a startup of the truck. We kind of got the front core support mocked up on it. It's just going to just show you all that it starts now. We had an addition to the shop area, kind of help out with weather issues. Well, she's still a runner. Well, y'all, we got the garage area cleaned up. We ended up just putting a little door on here. I'll tell you what, having this thing's gonna make it a lot better. But stop rambling and let him pull in the truck. That thing sounds so different with no exhaust cut off. But with this one going to Texas, this is how it stands. Sound wise, y'all. There she is. Nothing fancy yet, but soon to have the front end done. All right, y'all. We appreciate you. Well, y'all, I was just sitting here mocking up the grill, and I just remembered that I was supposed to show you that these wipers actually work. So wiper arm still needs to be adjusted, but they work. They work on all different speeds. And go off.